Every parent wants to believe their home is safe. Every parent wants to believe that their loyal dog could never harm their child. And yet, when the dog in question is a Rottweiler, the question lingers in the air: is love enough to guarantee safety? For generations, Rottweilers have lived inside family homes. Some of the most heartwarming stories come from parents who swear their Rottweiler is closer to their child than any sibling could ever be. And yet, headlines tell a different story: stories of tragedy, regret, and questions that no family wants to ask. So what's the truth? Can a breed built on power, bred for guarding and control, ever truly belong in the unpredictable world of children? Or is the bond between Rottweilers and kids one of the most misunderstood relationships in the canine world? To answer that, we need to start with instinct. Rottweilers are ancient. They are descended from Roman drover dogs, bred to guard livestock on long journeys. These dogs were not companions first. They were workers. They made decisions. They enforced boundaries. And they did it without hesitation. That instinct never went away. Modern Rottweilers may live in suburban homes, but in their mind, they are still guardians. They still look at the world through the eyes of a protector. They still decide who belongs, and who doesn't. This is where children come in. Children move erratically. They shriek. They play rough. They cross boundaries without realizing it. And to a Rottweiler's protective instincts, that unpredictability can either trigger patience, or judgment. Countless families have experienced the gentle side. Stories of Rottweilers lying beside cribs, breathing in rhythm with sleeping infants. Stories of toddlers learning to walk while clutching the dog's fur, the Rottweiler moving slowly to steady them. Stories of fierce loyalty, where the dog refuses to let strangers approach too closely. But experts warn about the other side. Children don't understand canine language. They don't see the warning signs: the stiff posture, the fixed stare, the silent refusal to move. A child may laugh and tug at an ear, never realizing the dog has already given 3 warnings. And when those warnings go unheeded, the consequences can be sudden and severe. This is why every responsible trainer repeats the same mantra: no child should ever be left alone with a Rottweiler. Not because the breed is a monster. Not because they cannot love. But because no amount of love removes the reality of power. And with great power comes great risk. The difference between a tragedy and a lifelong friendship often lies in training. Families that succeed with Rottweilers set rules early. They use a tactical harness to control interactions outside the home, ensuring the dog doesn't act on instinct when strangers, or even rowdy children, run up too quickly. An e-collar becomes another tool, not for punishment, but for subtle correction. It's the way parents whisper to their dog across a yard, reminding them to stay calm even when the chaos of play threatens to ignite their protective instincts. Health is another piece few families talk about. Imagine a child jumping onto a Rottweiler's back in play. Now imagine that dog is aching hips or stiff joints. The reaction may not be out of aggression, but out of pain. This is why experienced owners invest in joint support chews, because preventing pain prevents reactions that children will never understand. And then there's the mind. A Rottweiler without stimulation grows restless. Restlessness can turn into anxiety. And anxiety, around children, can manifest in destructive ways. Families who succeed give their Rottweilers puzzle toys and structured tasks, proving to the dog that their mind matters as much as their muscle. But even with the best training, even with the best care, the truth remains uncomfortable. Children are unpredictable. Rottweilers are powerful. And power paired with unpredictability is always a risk. This is the truth no family wants to admit. That love alone isn't enough. That trust alone isn't enough. That owning a Rottweiler with children requires vigilance, supervision, and honesty about what could go wrong. Yet, here lies the paradox. For every tragedy, there are hundreds of families who will never trust another breed more. Families who will tell you their Rottweiler raised their children as much as they did. Families who swear the dog understood, protected, and guided their kids better than some humans could. And this is why the debate will never end. To some, Rottweilers are the ultimate family guardians. To others, they are ticking time bombs. Both sides have evidence. Both sides have stories. And both sides refuse to back down. In the end, it comes down to this: a Rottweiler and a child can form one of the most powerful bonds in the world, but only if the family admits what others deny. That power and unpredictability demand respect. That safety requires constant supervision. That love must be matched with responsibility. Because without that honesty, the risk becomes real. And it's a risk no family ever wants to face.